49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, big league games all around the Bay Area. We'll see Pittsburgh battle Liberty. Pioneer meets Piedmont Hills, and Campolindo faces Acalanes.
We have exciting flag football, including Milpitas and Los Gatos, league volleyball with St. Ignatius and number 1 Mitty, and from Hungary to San Jose, how 2 generations of water polo stars are making a splash at Valley Christian. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Let's get started this week with a huge West Catholic League game played Saturday at Serra. The Padres coming into the game tied for first with Reardon at 3-0. The Padres junior linebacker Dylan Modena leads the team with 26 tackles this season.
He's a good one. St. Francis is just 1 game behind the league leaders. Chase Cahoon leads the Lancers with 48 tackles. 2 stingy defensive squads meeting with first place on the line Saturday afternoon.
Here come those Serra Padres getting set to battle St. Francis Saturday afternoon. First quarter and the Lancers are on the move. Drew Cumby gets out of the pocket, takes off, finds a seam, and scampers in for 6. PAT good 7-0 Lancers. But you know those Padres will respond. After a 2-week absence, Gio Henley's back in action, and his first carry is a 22-yard score. Welcome back. The 2-point try is good. 8-7 Serra after 1. More ground and pound from those Padres in the second. This is Isaiah Singleton punching his way in for a Serra touchdown to make it 14-7. St. Francis down 17-7 with under a minute left. Cumby airs it out and connects with Max Haberlock for 6. With the PAT, it's 17-14 Padres at the half. Third quarter now, Lancers looking to retake the lead. This helps. Cumby goes deep and finds Sean Walsh, who hauls it in for a 54-yard catch and run, giving St. Francis a 21-17 lead. But on the ensuing kickoff, this is Jaden Aparicio on the return. Jaden gets a few blocks, cuts to the far side of the field, and there he goes! Kiss him goodbye. It's a 92-yard kick 6. Tack on the field goal as 31-21 Serra after 3. And the Padres would take care of business in the fourth. Give the rock to Gio Henley, who finds a big hole on the left side of your screen, and Gio is loose. 52-yard touchdown run for Gio as Serra remains unbeaten in WCAL play, beating St. Francis 41-28.
Kamari Harris with the acrobatic flip before the game. El Cerrito looking to hand Salesian its first loss of the season. DeJohn Compton Jr. fires a quick pass to Mike Boyer and watches number 3 does the rest. Makes one man miss, then another and another, weaving his way through traffic, and the junior's spectacular catch and run puts the Gauchos on the board first, 7-0. The Pride answer back in the second. Isaiah Buchanan using his arm cannon to find Jaleel Lindsay in the corner of the end zone. We are all tied up at 7 going into the half. Salesian scores on the opening drive in the third. Buchanan connects with Lindsay again in the end zone. The sophomore to senior duo gives the Pride the lead. But the Gauchos answer back in a big way. Compton Jr. passes to Gary Youngblood. Whoop! Breaks 2 sets of ankles, sees the open grass, and scores 39 yards later to tie the game at 14. And El Cerrito kept the momentum rolling. Watch Chad Wright lay the hit stick on the receiver. Ball pops out, and Kiev Leslie scoops up the ball and returns it for a 32-yard defensive touchdown. Gauchos would score 26 unanswered points. Here's another defensive touchdown as Youngblood gets one of his 3 interceptions in the game. Already scored a receiving touchdown, but now returns a 57-yard pick 6. The Gauchos slash the Pride 40-14. Youngblood and Compton Jr. both with outstanding performances.
Over the flag football now is Carlmont battles California. 2 top programs going at it. Cal on the move, second quarter. This is Kylie Ayung looking for options, decides to check it down to Danica Boiserie, and Danica's turning nothing into a huge play. weaving through traffic for a big first down. The Grizzlies would look to score on the same drive, but Paige Roosevelt gets the flagpole before the pass was thrown. The Scots take over on offense. Here's senior quarterback Lauren Green, who slings it over to Samantha Tao, and Samantha's going to pick up a first down for the Scots. And Carlmont would cap off the drive with a Lauren Green rushing touchdown as she reaches the ball over the goal line. 6-0 Scots at the half. Another big performance for the Scots D, delivering the pressure all game long. Another sack for Roosevelt. Still 6-0 after 3. And Carlmont would pull away in the fourth quarter. Give the rock to Amina Mohammed. Amina dodges the flagpoles, gets the angle, and the senior captain is loose. You can kiss Amina goodbye. That's a 53-yard touchdown. Another impressive victory for the Carlmont Scots as they go on to beat Cal 12-0.
Off to the East Bay now as Washington takes on Newark Memorial Wednesday night. The Huskies on the board right away. Hanuel Locke with a pass inside to Jack Lamont, who fights off his defender and fires one past the goalie. 1-0 Washington Huskies. Then a few moments later, Shane Pepper lobs it over to Alex Labruto. Alex tries one from long distance and Alex finds the back of the net. Alex would finish the game with 4 goals. Now it's Radu Kostas swimming past the defender and firing it home as the Huskies take a 3-0 lead. Here's Pepper again passing this time to Radu Kostas, and Radu shoots and scores for the goal. Radu would finish the game with 6 goals as the Huskies take complete control of the game. Newark Memorial looking to answer back. Leslie Kim gets one of his 3 goals in the game here, but it was all Huskies in this one. Jack Lamont over to a wide open Owen Oviatt as the Washington Huskies improve to 5-0 in the Mission Valley League and remain tied for first place with James Logan.
The Rikus Center brings us the Players of the Week award each week. Scan this QR code right now to vote for next week's Players of the Week.
The winners announced in a wrap produced by the Rikus Center. Here are this week's players voted as the Gary Rikus Players of the Week.
James the Spitter, 49ers Cal High. These are your Gary Rikus Players of the Week. Rikus Center. No game cleaner than Jonathan Medina. His game wetter than a drink of Aquafina. Calm, cool, and collected. Just check out his demeanor when he's on your side. The grass is always greener for the Lincoln Lions. They making noise like sirens. 2 touchdowns and 185. When it comes to the yards, you know he's gonna get his strides. You better watch out if you're on the other side. Maggie Kruger, just watch how she maneuvers. Chasing dreams like she was Martin Luther King. Her game shining bright like rings. All the coaches know the talent she will bring. 4 total touchdowns. Her team is going up now. 245 total yards was the rundown. James the Spitter, 49ers Cal High. These are your Gary Rikus Players of the Week. Rikus Center.
Hi, I'm 49ers fullback Kyle Juszczyk. Each week, 49ers Flag and 49ers Prep, presented by U.S. Bank, honor local high school coaches with the Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week Award. These coaches show leadership on the field and make a lasting impact in their communities. Each winner receives a $1,000 grant from the 49ers Foundation and will be recognized in a pregame on-field ceremony. Here's Robert and Aubrey with this week's honorees.
Thanks, Juice. This week's award goes to Kevin Collins from Lincoln High School. The Lions picking up their first league win of the year and their 6th win of the season last week, staying undefeated on the year.
For his leadership and the team's success, Coach Collins will receive a grant from the 49ers Foundation. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Collins, this week's 49ers Prep presented by U.S. Bank Charlie Wiedemeyer Memorial Coach of the Week.
Coming up, our Euroclinic Girls Game of the Week as rivals Amador Valley and Foothill meet in flag football.
And Pittsburgh and Liberty square off in the Bay Valley League. But first, Bellarmine College Prep presents another top alum from the Bellarmine program over the years.
I'm Nate Sutton, class of 2000. I was a 3-year varsity baseball player here where we won 3 WCL titles and the CCS title in 1999. After Bellarmine, I went to UC Santa Barbara and was drafted by the Angels. After 7 years in the Angels organization, I wanted to coach in college or the pros, but I decided that Bellarmine was the place for me. This is where I learned accountability, teamwork, and where to be a man for and with others. I hope to pass that along to the next generation. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. Go Bells.
This is Jess, Peloton instructor, educator, game changer. She needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Smartly Checking and Savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money. Together, we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. You got this, Jess.
We got this.
That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us.
Every time I step onto the field, I suit up to protect myself from injury. Off the field, I do the same for my family. But sometimes in life, no matter how careful you are, accidents happen. That's when you can trust Bernardi Zerata. They treat their clients like family, always looking out for your best interests. If you've been injured, call Bernardi Zerata, because when life hits you hard, you deserve a caring team that's on your side.
What's the easiest way to put a spring back in your step? Finding the perfect mattress at Mancini Sleep World. We've got you covered with our Rest Easy promise. We're so sure you'll love your mattress that we offer a 365-night comfort guarantee. 1 year to make sure your mattress is delivering the comfort you deserve. We guarantee the best price with free next-day delivery with top brands like Tempur-Pedic starting at $29 a month. Feel the beat of better sleep with
Mancini Sleep World. Rest easy.
For 15 years in the NFL, I thought I knew what football was. But since then, I've come to know the real truth. Football is made for girls. I'm proud to once again team up with the 49ers to bring the sport of football to the next generation of girls flag football stars through ensuring access, education, and opportunities for girls in the Bay Area and beyond. Because after all,
football is made for girls. Time now for our girls' game of the week, presented by EuroClinic in Santa Clara, where European auto care means uncompromising standards. The winner, MVP of the game, gets these pretty cool headphones.
I was going to scream because I didn't think
I couldn't hear anything
you
while I
never
was
heard
talking.
me. Other than that, the two teams battling for a playoff spot in the East Bay League tournament, which starts next week. Here is our EuroClinic girls' game of the week, and who was there?
Nikonchadus,
Foothill,
Amador Valley.
Oh, must be a big game.
Well, the final spot in the East Bay League tournament will be decided in this rivalry matchup tonight. Both teams come into this game 5-3 in league play. Amador Valley is coming off a 21-point shutout behind quarterback Riley Harrington, who threw for 3 touchdowns in that win. Foothill has won 5 of its last 6, with the 2 most recent games decided by a combined 4 points. Watch out for a strong receiving core featuring Claire Young, Jessie Gadd, and Jasmine Simmons. Pleasanton bragging rights decided tonight in our EuroClinic Girls Game of the Week.
The team captains shake hands after Amador Valley wins the coin toss. Foothill's Layla Shore secures the high snap, steps up, and fires downfield to senior Claire Young. Young makes the grab, fights off a jersey hold, knocks down 2 defenders, and finds the end zone. 76 yards to score. It's 6-0 Falcons. A safety puts 2 on the board for Amador. No worries for Foothill. Shore connects with Addie Cortez. The junior makes a catch and is gone. The 2-point try is good. 14-2 Falcons. 4th and goal for the Dons. Riley Harrington lobs it to the corner. Kalani Walker hauls it in. AV trails 14-8 at the half. The Falcons driving to open the third, but this pass is picked. Senior captain Rachel Schmidt makes a huge play for the Dons. Amador moves into the red zone. No deja vu here. Harrington to Walker in the corner again. We're tied at 14. Dons deep in Foothill territory in the 4th. Harrington keeps it herself and dives into the end zone for the Dons' first lead, 21-14. Foothill forced to punt. Evangeline Freshy back to receive. She grabs it off the bounce, splits 2 defenders, and after that, no one can grab the junior's flag. She takes it all the way. Amador blows it open with under 6 to go. Foothill trying to rally late, but Emmy Hoop seals it. The senior picks off the pass to ice the game. Amador Valley locks up an EBAL tournament spot with 26 unanswered points. Here's Harrington on the comeback win.
Game's never over. We strive for that. We put in work for that. We just know whenever there's time left on the clock, there's always a chance for the Amador Dons to score and win. I strive for this. I eat, live, breathe, sleep, everything football. It comes just from a heart, caring about my team, caring about wanting everybody to do great, wanting everybody to win. I want to win myself, but I can see it in my teammates' eyes how much they want it, so it just makes me want it even more. Thank you, 49ers Cal High.
Time now for some Bay Valley League action with Liberty hosting Pittsburgh. Starting things off midway through the first with Liberty up 3-0. Layson Rodriguez with a short pass over the shoulder to Jackson Bell. And Bell says, I can take it from here. The Eastern Washington commit picking up some big yards. Jackson gets taken down inside the 10. The drive ending in a field goal. It's 6-0 Lions after 1. Pitt scores to open up the second quarter. The handoff goes to Isaiah Harrison, the sophomore playing pinball before falling across the plane. It's 7-6 Pitt. After a short Liberty drive, Pitt is back in the end zone. Carlos Torres hits Devion Wilson, and that's a touchdown. Pitt extends its lead to 7. Less than a minute to go in the half, and Liberty needs some yards. Rodriguez, the deep ball, and Bell hauls it in. What a play, leading to a Liberty score, but a blocked point after keeps Pitt with the 1-point lead at the half. The Pirates would bust it open in the second act as Torres hits Truly Bell in the end zone. Pitt now up by 8. A safety would give the Pirates a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter, and this is what seals it. Torres pitches it to Isaiah Harrison, and he's gone! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! This 56-yard play from Harrison is the final score of the game as Pittsburgh goes to 6-1 on the year, 2-0 in league play with this win over Liberty.
The Dig Pink match pregame at Notre Dame Belmont with this heartwarming moment. Lizzie Johnson, mom, is a cancer survivor, so Lizzie gives her a volleyball and a hug. The Tigers on fire early. Reagan Raft to Piper Ventura to Gia Rivera, who would have a huge night. Still in the first, Raft to Ara Juarez, outside to Rivera, and that's tough to stop. The Gators fight back in a tight first set. Peyton Fusarosa to Sophia Papak, over to outstanding sophomore Layla Abrams. But the Tigers take the first. Rivera to Ari Juarez to Mia McDonald, who tools it off the block, and ND Belmont takes the first. Second set, the Gators come back. Poema Weligatone takes the Papak set and crushes it. The Knox College commit was having a big night. But here's Rivera again, crushing it off the block as the Tigers come back in the second. But the Gators will win it. Papak out to Weligatone from deep, and she nails it, and we're tied at 1 set apiece. Third set, some great D by the Gators as Bree Eisenberg and Hadley Mann put up the double block, and here they are again, Eisenberg and Mann with the wall at the net. Later in the third, the Tigers take a 4-point lead late. Vivian Butler with an impressive kill, but the Gators fight back and take the third. Abrams to Papak, over to Weligatone, who completes a 20-kill night as the Gators take it in 4 to remain undefeated in league, all alone in first place. Diamond Training and Development helps athletes reach the Diamond Standard, and that's why each week we profile an athlete that meets that standard every week.
This week's Diamond Training and Development Diamond Standard athlete this week is Kate Liu from the Miramonte girls water polo team. Kate is a member of leadership, serving as class treasurer. She helps organize fundraisers, major events like junior prom and senior ball, designs class merchandise, and much more. Kate Liu is this week's Diamond Training and Development Diamond Standard.
D-Line Constructors brings us the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week every week. This week's D-Line Defensive Play is the strip sack by Christopher's Dom Marini. The ball goes to Jared Rodriguez, who gets the scoop and score in the Cougars' win last week. This play is the D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week.
If you're not already following us on social media, now is the time. Find us on Instagram and on YouTube at 49ers Cal High.
And be sure to support our show by subscribing to our YouTube channel with exclusive highlights and features. You'll find it all at 49ers Cal High.
Coming up, undefeated Lincoln meets 5-1 Live Oak.
And the Hungarian father and son making a big splash at Valley Christian. Their story is next, but first, here is our U.S. Bank Bay Area flag football poll.
Off season? Nah, this is level up season. At Diamond Training and Development, it's all baseball and softball all year. Faster hands, bigger hits, harder throws, no excuses, just work. You want that starting spot, that college scout's attention? Show them what you did when nobody was watching. At Diamond Training and Development, off season is on.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after
time. Time after time after time. Gillette Labs, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
You didn't choose a European car for average performance, so don't settle for average service. At Euroclinic, we specialize in Audi, Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, and other marques, delivering expert maintenance and a refined experience. Valet pickup, exotic towing, a private lounge, meticulous service with a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty. EuroClinic, Silicon Valley's choice for European and exotic care, where performance meets premium service.
When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, man, it was one of the greatest days of my life. But that day was ruined by accusations that my birds only won to sell wings. You know what they're saying out there? They're saying the quarterbacks are scrambling, apparently, to sell eggs.
Eggs are delicious. Great protein.
Oh, Baker Mayfield's a bread influencer.
Yeah, the man does bake.
You know, football is not a ploy to sell food.
When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats.
The San Jose Police Department is recognized as one of the top departments in the nation. With competitive salaries, excellent benefits, and opportunities to grow, SJPD offers more than a career, it offers a calling.
As a former high school athlete, I wanted a career that challenged me and gave back to the community, and SJPD gave me both.
Good job, you guys. Keep going, keep going.
Protect, serve, inspire. Join the San Jose Police Department today.
The Lincoln Lions continue to rack up the wins, coming into the week at 6-0. It's week 2 in the Mount Hamilton division as the Lions meet Live Oak. Lincoln sophomore quarterback Luca Papulias is thrown for 715 yards.
The Fighting Acorns.
The Fighting Acorns.
How do acorns fight?
I don't know, but they're vicious.
Little guys.
I think just when they fall
probably
off the
not
tree.
like that. The Fighting Acorns from Live Oak have the section's most prolific back in Gage Jones, who's averaging 200 yards a game, 8.2 yards a carry. Give him the ball, 8.2 yards, give him the ball every time. Lincoln at Live Oak Friday night.
The Live Oak Acorns playing host to the undefeated Lincoln Lions in Morgan Hill on Friday. This is the first play from scrimmage. Adrian Leal hands it off to Gage Jones. Gage turns it up a notch. One of 38 carries on the night. Gage with nearly half of the number of snaps for the Acorn offense. Incredible. Live Oak looking to score on this drive. QB escaping the pocket, but Hudson Buzzard comes in for the sack, and Live Oak settles for a field goal. It's 3-0 Live Oak at the half. Third quarter, Lincoln at the 40-yard line. Luca Papulias launching it deep, and watch that! Michael Whitelaw with an incredible catch, staying on his feet, and Lincoln has the lead in this one. 6-3 Lions, fourth quarter. Adrian Leal with some time in the pocket, allowing Tanner Holman to get wide open. A 47-yard score, and it's 10-6. Live Oak jumps back on top, but not for long. The next Lincoln drive ends in a tutty. Papulias hands it off to Kyan Phillips. Guyon scampers his way in for 6. It's 13-10 Lincoln. 7 minutes remaining in the game. Leal fakes the handoff, drops back with the defender in his face and delivers a dime to Holman, who hauls it in. But can the Acorns get in the end zone? Leal gets the snap, turns over his right shoulder. To the far sideline he goes. Adrian dives for the pylon, and he got it. 17-13 Live Oak, and the Acorn defense would seal it as the Acorns take down Lincoln 17-13 to go to 6-1 on the year.
Let's go to San Jose now as Independence takes on James Lick Tuesday night. The Sixers defense was great all game long. Here's Ioko Santos getting to the quarterback for the big-time sack. Independence looking to get on the board first in the first, but the pass is intercepted by Azalea Sibaja to keep the Sixers off the board. No score after 1. But Indy breaks through in the second. Ailani Garcia takes the snap. Ailani elects to keep it, races to the far sideline, avoids a couple defenders, and takes it all the way inside the 10-yard line for a 28-yard gain. Then a couple plays later, Garcia throws it to the end zone, and it is caught by Jocelyn Santa Cruz for the touchdown. The point after is good, and it's 7-0 Independence at halftime. Indy trying to add on in the second half. Give the ball to Michaela Barrero, who shows off her speed. Michaela sprinting down the far sideline, all the way inside Carlmont's territory for a big gain. A few moments later, give it to Michaela Barrero again, and Michaela scampers into the end zone for an 18-yard rushing touchdown. The point after is no good, and it's 13-0 Independence 76ers. James Lick trying to rally back later in the half, but this time it's Kaylin Richards getting to the quarterback for the sack, as Independence wins at 13-0 to go to 7-2 in the Blossom Valley Santa Teresa division, just one game back of first place Santa Teresa.
The Cal Hope Courage Award brings us stories of athletes overcoming adversity to succeed in school and in sports.
Hungary is a small European nation where water polo is very popular. One of the nation's biggest stars recently came to the United States to help expand the sport's popularity by coaching here. But the plans for this goalie and his talented son quickly turned turbulent. It took a trip across an ocean for Shamu Naji Hornak to arrive in this pool at Valley Christian High School. His father is here too. Victor is an assistant coach for the Valley Christian team, where Shamu is a star freshman. Their trip started in Hungary 18 months ago. Victor had just finished an illustrious career as one of the world's very best water polo goalies.
He's arguably the best goalie in the world at that time, and one of the top 4 goalies probably of all time.
I was pretty excited because actually leaving water polo in Hungary was pretty hard, but I was excited to meet new people in a new country, speak a new language, and then meet the culture of water polo over here.
After winning a bronze medal at the Tokyo Olympics, Victor and his wife decided to move to California. They wanted Shamu and their younger daughter to learn a new language and start a new stage in their lives. Victor landed an assistant coaching job at San Jose State, and the family made the move. Then the bad news.
After we moved to San Jose, we just arrived, and yes, it was a little bit difficult few days when I get the news. Some financial issue, I didn't get the job at San Jose State.
This famous water polo goalie was in a new country with no friends and no job, but Victor's wife was running on a South San Jose trail and met a woman from Valley Christian. In just a few days, Victor had a new job coaching at the San Jose school. This water polo family had a new home.
I think it's fantastic. The weather, it's always sunny. You have the beach close, and I go surfing with my friends most of the time. So that's after games, even if it's in Santa Cruz, then I can go surfing.
Now Shamu is a rising star in U.S. water polo.
I think he's talented. He's talented. Sometimes I'm mad of him because he's kid. He's kid, but he needs to be more serious, and but he's good.
A top freshman, Shamu will have to decide at some point whether he will compete with the U.S. team or the Hungarian team.
Well, that's a good question. So, in the U.S., financially, it's a lot more difficult for a family like him. He has some ties in Hungary, and the Hungarian national team has already talked to him, and he went back to Hungary this last summer and trained with them a little bit.
Shamu was 13 when the family came to San Jose. The change was tough at the start.
My first year was pretty rough. I didn't really get anything what I learned, and I was just Google translating everything. But the teachers were very kind, and they let me go like bad grades. If I didn't understand the test, they just answered for me and helped me understand it.
But now Shamu is a young leader on the team, with his dad roaming the pool deck giving his expert advice. Victor also coaches a club team and gives individual lessons to aspiring water polo stars looking to learn from this world champion. Valley Christian's having a great season with a 15-4 overall record, 4-1 in the West Catholic League. Shamu is getting lots of attention for his outstanding play, and again, just his freshman year.
Yeah, and we've seen the Valley Christian water polo program get better and better, and this is just going to. Yeah,
yes,
incredible.
They definitely have great coaching there.
Mm-hmm. Be sure to scan the QR code on your screen for more information on the Cal Hope Courage Award Scholarship Program.
Mara West Credit Union honors teachers all around the Bay Area for the great work they do every day.
Here's Jonathan Medina from Lincoln talking about outstanding teachers Catherine Hanshu and George Papulius.
My favorite teacher first is Mr. Papulius. He is a ball of energy, and Miss Hanshu as well. She teaches in a fun way, and love them both.
Gillette presents the Precision Player each week. This is a young athlete already making his or her mark in sports.
Gillette is proud to honor Dylan Robinson, the starting quarterback for the Christopher football team. The sophomore is having a fine season for the Cougars. For the best a fan can get this season, visit Gillette.com/NFL to purchase your Gillette Labs official 49ers licensed razor today.
Coming up, San Mateo takes on the Kings Academy in the Peninsula De Anza League.
And Sharks Ice High School Hockey with Bellarmine taking on Pioneer. You are watching 49ers Cal High Sports presented by US Bank.
Meet the Johnsons, a young couple looking to start a family. Then there's Larry, the eccentric brother-in-law who likes to hold concerts every day. And he also believes that squirrels are spies. Ready to build an ADU loan on your main home, a second home, or an investment property in California? Get a Home Fast ADU loan with fixed-term financing ranging from $25,000 up to $500,000. Thanks to a Home Fast ADU loan from MaryWest, Larry has his own space. And the Johnsons, well, they have their sanity back.
On the field, you got your team. Off the field, you need one too, especially in math. Bay Area Tutor for Athletes lets you build your own squad, up to 5 teammates for small group online tutoring, or go one-on-one for a custom plan. We cover algebra, geometry, trigonometry, calculus, and more. Our goal? Help you meet GPA requirements, maintain your eligibility, and prepare for college. Because winning in the classroom is just as important as winning on the scoreboard.
I know that the model of credit unions is the very best one for human beings, and so how we bring that to life can truly transform people's lives.
Lumen brings to us the capability to be able to serve members in ways that we haven't before. It is really about enhancing that need for that particular individual like we've never been able to do before, and I'm extremely excited about that.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after
Time
time.
after time after time. Gillette Labs, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
Week 2 in the De Anza division has 2 1-0 teams meeting. The Kings Academy has outstanding sophomore quarterback Ricky Gutierrez and his 1,262 yards passing.
San Mateo also won its league opener last week. The Bearcats feature junior quarterback Lucas Fitzgerald, who is the team's leading rusher, averaging 7.7 yards a carry. Give him the ball every time, 7 yards a carry. San Mateo and the Kings Academy this week.
First place on the line in the Peninsula De Anza division as the Kings Academy takes on San Mateo. The Bearcats defense stepping up early as Roman Toki forces the fumble. Ricky Gomez scoops up the loose ball and races into the end zone for the first points of the game. 7-0 San Mateo after 1. TKA looking to answer back in the second. Ricky Gutierrez takes a low snap and fires it to Jaden Flores for a first down. The Knights punch it in on the next play and it's 8-7 Kings Academy in the lead. But San Mateo comes right back. Lucas Fitzgerald drops back and launches it deep to Salupe Mosca, who hauls it in with his defender all over him for a 35-yard gain. Then a few plays later, give the ball to Giovanni Hernandez Cruz, and Giovanni is in for the touchdown. It's 14-8 San Mateo Bearcats at halftime. TKA fires back in the second half. Gutierrez fakes the handoff and finds Adrian Barnett in the end zone. The point after was blocked, and it's all tied up at 14 after 3. Fourth quarter now. Gutierrez lobs it to Adrian Barnett in the end zone. Touchdown TKA. The point after is good as the Knights take a 21-14 lead. Then later in the quarter, Gutierrez launches it deep. Jaden Flores makes the catch over his defender, and Jaden is gone. Oh my goodness. Jaden Flores looking like Randy Moss on the field. 28-14 Kings Academy Knights. San Mateo trying to rally back late, but the pass is intercepted by who else? Jaden Flores, as the Kings Academy Knights win it 28-14 to go to 2-0 in the Peninsula De Anza division.
Bellarmine and Pioneer taking the ice for the Tuesday night matchup at Sharks Ice in San Jose. Late in the first period, Nolan Guild gets a nice takeaway there, and then a hockey move before Pioneer makes its way down the ice. Owen Garcia comes up with possession, a move to his left, he gets by a defender, shoots, and scores. Owen Garcia gets the Mustangs on the board, and he would score again to make it 2-0 Pio. Bellarmine scores a couple minutes into the second period. Owen Pisano's shot is deflected to Keon Howard, and Howard hits it off the post and in. But that's all. Pioneer goaltender Zachary Krego would allow a good save there. And then in the third period, it was all Mustangs. Igor Likarev delivers a nice lob pass off the glass. Gabriel Cambelis one-on-one with a goalie, and Gabriel sneaks it in there to give Pio the 2-goal lead heading into the second intermission. More Mustangs. Cambelis to Garcia. Owen's first shot is deflected off the goalie. He cleans it up for his 4th goal of the night. Pioneer wins this one 6-2. Owen Garcia is the Sharks Ice player of the game with 4 goals. Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award each week, leading to $10,000 in scholarships. This is an athlete who does great work in their community.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Amelia Breckenridge from the Notre Dame Belmont volleyball team. Amelia stepped in and saved the day when a local middle school volleyball team lost their coach and might have lost their season. Instead, Amelia stepped up and took over the team, with school and her own volleyball team already on her plate. Amelia explains how she made it all happen.
It was a lot of work, and we needed some help from their parents because sometimes if they had games that were conflicting with the time of our games or our practices, I couldn't always be there. But if I couldn't be there, I would just text the parents what I wanted them to go over with the girls, so they were super helpful about that. But I just had to find other times to do my homework, like do it during lunch or before school, or sometimes really late at night. But it was definitely a balance, but it was worth it in the end.
The Harker School presents the Scholar Athlete Award each week.
This week's Harker Scholar Athlete is Marin Catholic quarterback Dylan Skrinar, who has a very impressive 3.95 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School, Harker celebrated the life and work of former Harker president Howard Nichols on October 10th, which would have been his 85th birthday. Along with his wife Diana, Howard spearheaded many of the key changes and initiatives evolving Harker into the institution it is today. The Harker community enjoys chocolate chip cookies this day each year, recognizing Howard's tradition of having cookies in his office as an invitation to stop by and chat. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
Coming up, action from the East Bay League as San Ramon Valley meets California.
And a thrilling flag football contest with Los Gatos and Milpitas going down to the wire. But first, here is this week's learning tip presented by Bay Area Tutoring Association.
Teach math back. Explain a problem to a teammate or sibling. Break down each step as if you're the coach. If you can teach it clearly, you truly understand it.
Week 2 in the East Bay League has 2 of our top 10 teams meeting in San Ramon. California comes into this game a perfect 6-0 on the season. With this game, its league opener.
San Ramon Valley opened league play with a win last week. The Wolves are 5-2 overall and looking to knock off the undefeated Grizzlies at Cal on Friday.
Here come the undefeated Grizzlies defending home turf against San Ramon Valley. Arjun Banerjee continuing his Player of the Year campaign. The Cal QB finds Jake Hamilton wide open. The sophomore hauls it in and pushes Cal deep into Wolves territory. Then handed to Jordan Lee, and the senior breaks the plane. 7-0 Cal. SRV looking to answer. Cole Eichen burst ahead for a strong gain. Early second, same drive. Cole Dawes to the end zone. Max Leonidas holds it in, and we are tied at 7. Cal tacks on a field goal, then Arjun drops back and has a clean pocket to fire this rocket to Darius Brown in man coverage. Brown makes the catch. Touchdown Cal. It's 17-7. 2-minute drill in action. Banerjee to Brown over the middle to get inside the 10-yard line. Then give it to Lee, and the senior barrels his way in. It's 23-7 California at half. Opening drive of the third, the Wolves looking to get back in it. A big completion, but Everett Cross puts an end to the drive. Cross knocks it out. Henry Dupin recovers the ball. That will lead to a field goal. Then on the next SRV drive, the same thing happens. This time, Jameson Leon knocks it loose. Jacob Stickevers recovers. The Cal offense still ripping in the fourth. Banerjee to his main man, Luke Taylor. Taylor hauls it in, and he'll run a while. Number 10 is down inside the 10. Then here's Lee for his third touchdown of the night. He'll jump his way in as California knocks off San Ramon Valley to move to 7-0 on the season. A great game by the Cal D.
Let's go to Los Gatos now on a rainy Monday night as the Cats take on Milpitas. It would be scoreless until late in the second quarter when Brent David decides to take off. Brent avoids a couple flagpoles and Brent turns on the Jets. The junior quarterback going all the way for a Milpitas touchdown. The point after is good, and it's 7-0 Milpitas Trojans at halftime. The rain settled down, but the Wildcats catch fire in the second half. Helena Union fires one to the end zone, and it is caught by Riley Cronin for the TD. The point after is no good, and it's 7-6 Milpitas. But the Trojans come right back. Bren David scrambling around and slings it to Kayla Funches, who makes the catch, avoids her defender, and Kayla races into the end zone. The point after is no good as Milpitas extends its lead back to 7. Los Gatos answers right back. Union rolls to her right and finds a wide open Taylor Payne for the touchdown. It's 13-12 Milpitas Trojans after 3. The Cats driving late in the fourth. Union fires and hits Kendall Fiechmeyer inside the 15-yard line to move the chains. Then a couple plays later, Union throws it to the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown by Sophie Reese. The Wildcats come from behind again to beat Milpitas and improve to 6-0 in the Santa Clara Valley De Anza division. Helena Union with 3 passing touchdowns for the Cats.
Bernardi Zerrata is the official injury attorneys for the San Francisco 49ers, and each week Bernardi Zerrata finds people in the high school sports community and highlights their efforts.
That's right. This week's Bernardi Zerrata hometown hero is Karen Mirasu, the head field hockey coach and teacher at Lee High School. Karen is in her 26th year as field hockey head coach and also spent 14 years as softball and field hockey head coach at the same time. Karen took 1 year off while battling cancer. Karen Mirasu is this week's Bernardi Zerrata hometown hero. Albany's Construction knows a thing or two about hard work, and that's why they bring us the Dirty Work play each week. This week it's the play by Braden Kubiak from Irvington. Braden going way up and coming down hard with the big interception in the Vikings win last week. Braden Kubiak doing the dirty work just like our friends at Albany's Construction.
Coming up, it's a Mancini Sleep World Dream matchup with Campolindo and Acalanes.
And West Catholic League Volleyball with St. Ignatius and #1 Mitty. But first, here is this week's High Five Top 5 with the top 5 Bay Area tackle leaders, brought to you by High Five Restaurant and Catering in San Jose.
This is Jess, Peloton instructor, educator, game changer. She needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses US Bank Smartly checking and savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money. Together, we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. You got this, Jess.
We got this.
That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us.
Every time I step onto the field, I suit up to protect myself from injury. Off the field, I do the same for my family. But sometimes in life, no matter how careful you are, accidents happen. That's when you can trust Bernardi Zerrata. They treat their clients like family, always looking out for your best interests. If you've been injured, call Bernardi Zerrata, because when life hits you hard, you deserve a caring team that's on your side.
This isn't just auto repair, this is Euro Clinic, Silicon Valley's destination for European auto care. Located in Santa Clara, we deliver precision maintenance and repair with uncompromising standards. Enjoy flexible drop-offs, concierge updates, towing for exotics, and valet pickup. Your vehicle is backed by a 5-year unlimited mileage warranty while you relax in our modern lounge with espresso and private workspaces. Expect more than a dealer. Expect Euro Clinic.
For over 65 years, Delta Dental has been at the forefront of progressive healthcare for all, offering high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral healthcare providers in the nation. At Delta Dental, we're committed to pushing the industry to transform modern healthcare so your family gets more moments that matter for generations to come. Schedule your oral health checkup today.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
Mancini Sleep World brings us the dream matchup every week. The big game this week features two of the best teams in the Bay Area. It's the Diablo Foothill League Showdown with Campolindo and Acalanes, two undefeated teams, both ranked in our Bay Area Top 10 poll.
Our Mancini Sleep World dream matchup played in Lafayette Friday night. Our Jake Vanderbrook was there.
Mancini Sleep World, rest easy.
Year after year after year, this rivalry never disappoints. It's a battle of the unbeatens in Lafayette as Campolindo takes on Acalanes. Starting with Campo, the 6-0 Cougars are led by senior quarterback Reed Habis. The magnificent senior enters this game without throwing an interception and has just over 1,100 passing yards with 11 touchdowns. And for the 7-0 Dons, there ain't nothing little about Deontay Littlejohn. This man is a beast. Right now, the senior has 33 total tackles along with 6.5 sacks. And let's get right to our Mancini Sleep World Dream matchup. In the Don strike first, here's Tyler Winkles on the keeper, and the junior scampers in for 6. PAT good, 7-zip Dons, but the Cougars claw back as Zach Tabibian gets the carry and scores with ease for one of the seniors' 2 tutties, all tied at 7 after 1. Second quarter, here's that man, Little John. He can also be effective on the ground, and he is breaking tackles. How about a little Spider-Man action in the end zone? 14-7 Dons. And then, here's Winkles with all sorts of time before the end of the half, who fires a dart to Finley Rivera, who sheds a tackle and gets the angle for a Dons touchdown. 21-7 Dons at the half. The Dons get the ball to start the second half. And on the first play, it's Winkles on the caper who explodes up the middle. An 80-yard house call, but Campo's not going away just yet. This is Ryan Erickson on the jet sweep, and Ryan bursts up the middle and rumbles his way in for 6. 28-14 ball game. On Campo's next possession, Habis finds his go-to receiver, Everett Zelmer, and just like that, Campo is back in this ball game. 28-21 Dons after 3. At one point, Campo cut the Dons deficit to 3, but Finley Rivera has other plans. In fact, he's got reservations for 6. Finley sheds a tackle and explodes. No one's gonna catch him. That's a trip to the house for Finley. 38-28 Dons. And to top it off, hand the rock to Josh Ellis, and Josh punches it in for 6. The Blue Crew storms the field as Acalanes beats Campolindo 45-28. Here's Winkles talking about the team victory while honoring his fallen teammate.
It means a lot. At the end of the day, we're doing it for Amin, 51. It's all for him. That's our why this season. That's why we come out here and work hard every day. Starts with the O-line. We got one of our O-linemen right here, and when we're able to run the ball, we can throw it, so that's where it all starts.
Mitty and St. Ignatius fighting for that first place spot in the WCAL. SI 1 game back of the Monarchs. McKenna Crossan's strong shot is dug out by Lauren Knipp. What a great save there from the Wildcats libero. Ball back on the Mitty side. Crossan to Lori Nguyen to chase Courtney, and the sophomore delivers in the back row. Point Mitty. The Monarchs with a 14-10 lead after this cross and kill. Then fast forward, the Monarchs with set point. Another great dig from Nip. Then Valerie Chu finds Neve Harlan on the outside. It goes off the block and out of bounds for the SI point. But Mitty would take the set 25-18 and go on to dominate in set 2. Caitlin Sentu says, not in my house. Mitty wins set 2 25-10. Wildcats trying to stay alive. Serra Steger to Nguyen to Eileen Pfeffer, and the Wildcats junior captain gives her team the 4-3 lead. Pfeffer later in the set putting up an impenetrable block. Oh my! But it's 20-18 Mitty. Nguyen to Crossan, and this time that McKenna shot falls on the Wildcats side. A game high of 18 kills for the Minnesota commit as the Monarchs put it away in 3. A fake out from Sentus, and Ellie Deal Palmer puts the point away as Mitty completes the sweep of SI to go to 10-0 in league play. 25-3 on the year. The Los Altos volleyball team is having a great season.
Yes, they are. The Eagles meeting with Jake at the Rica Center to talk about it this week.
And here's the girls volleyball team from Los Altos High School. Get loud! All right, so I'm starting off with Anna Heath. And Anna, this team is playing some wonderful volleyball. You guys are entering this week 7-1 in league play. You guys did a complete 180 compared to last season. What has changed?
I think we have a lot of young talent. Like, we have 3 new freshmen who are very good on and off the court, and I think we've also grown our connection a lot. Like, last year was pretty rough. We would have a lot of miscommunications, and now we're have our small little groups, and I think we're really close in that factor.
One of the key returners from last season, and she's been on varsity all throughout freshman year. This is Avia Russo. She is averaging just over 4 kills per set. You decided to commit to Texas Tech. What was that recruiting process like?
So I started kind of talking to schools June 15th, and I didn't necessarily want to commit early, but I kind of wanted to find a place, and I ended up finding it pretty early. I wanted it to feel like home, and I feel like that's what Texas Tech felt like, the coaching, the school, and everything, so that's how I decided.
Okay, yeah, and congratulations. Yeah, and finally I'm going to make my way over to Ella McFarland, who is a senior. So, Ella, senior year, it's your last hurrah. What would it take for this program to not only win a league title, but also a section title?
I definitely think we have to work really hard. I think it would be a full circle moment because our freshman year we won league and then we went to open and we ended up playing the #1 seed, so we didn't necessarily win, but I think this year we could compete for a title. So yeah.
Awesome. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me. Best of luck to you all the rest of the way. Take us out with a break.
Eagles on 3. 1, 2, 3, Eagles! Delta Dental honors entire teams who perform well on the field and in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award. And this week we recognize the Mitty football team, the Monarchs, with an impressive 3.63 GPA.
Coming up, a big matchup in the Santa Teresa division as Pioneer meets Piedmont Hills.
But first, here is our Bay Area U.S. Bank football poll.
Here comes Piedmont Hills on homecoming for the Pirates, but Pioneer controlled the first half. Braden Reese firing to the back of the end zone and a great catch with 1 foot down by Sam Natividad. 7-0 Mustangs. Pioneer driving again. Reese, great play action fake, then fires over the middle to junior tight end William Vialli. Deep into Pirate territory, the Mustangs punch it in. 14-0 Pioneer. Then the Mustangs get a field goal to make it 17-0. Then right before the half, the pass is picked by Josh Fisher, and Josh with a great return to preserve the 17-point lead. Game over, right? No. Piedmont Hills comes storming back. Elijah Torres, he's not down. There's a face mask, that's okay. Torres with an amazing 27-yard run at 17-7. More Piedmont Hills, and it's Torres again. Bursting up the middle, 17 yards, and the Pioneer lead is just 3 at 17-14. Early fourth, John Palomo to Travis Lemaine. It's a double pass, and wide open is Alex Xavier Rivera, 51 yards. The Pirates lead 21-17. Later in the fourth, it's Rivera again. This time it's a pick six, and Piedmont Hills takes a 28-17 lead. One more for the Pirates. That's Torres again, breaking tackles, and he is loose. 31 yards, and Piedmont Hills down by 17 at the half. Comes back to win it 35-17 to go to 2-0 in the Santa Teresa division. The San Jose Police Department is looking for top recruits to join their department to keep San Jose the safest big city in America.
So SJPD helps us recognize top recruits in the Bay Area, and this week we recognize Marin Catholic's outstanding running back, Jared Geisberger. Jared headed to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo next year.
DGDG.com wants you to be a happy car buyer, so each week they bring us the Be Happy Play, a play guaranteed to make everyone happy.
This week's DGDG.com Be Happy Play goes to
the Acalanes Blue Crew storming the field after the Dons' big win this week. They were very happy. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com. Coming up, the Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
But first, here's this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, brought to you by Lumen Digital.
Research scholarships, grants, and financial aid options to help cover education costs. Use personalized dashboards that show progress towards saving goals.
Play of the Week.
Let's get to it. This week's Play of the Week goes to Jaden Flores from the Kings Academy. Jaden mossing his defender, then going all the way for the touchdown. Let's see it in slow-mo now. Jaden Flores, the second coming of Randy Moss. You just won the Play of the Week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week for the highlights of the big Menlo Los Gatos game. That and much more next week.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You will also be able to see full game videos and vote for the Players of the Week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.